I cannot speak. Insert generic greeting here and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we'll be trying to cook some Moroccan dishes, which will be interesting probably because that's a cuisine I've never really been familiar with, and most of the time we probably won't have an idea what we're doing. Especially since we chose quite a few dishes, we actually decided to make like a full menu, so that's gonna be something. We're gonna try to film as much of the preparation and stuff in the kitchen, but since we don't really have a concept, it's gonna be chaotic, and we probably, you probably cannot look at this as a full-on cooking instruction. Some of this will just be too time intensive and we will probably put the camera away at some point and we'll be just like, no, let's just get this done. We don't want this to last like 5 hours, even though it might. So that's that. There's also some things missing here, so I'll be right back. I kind of already started this video and it's like weird to do a second half of the intro.
Thank you.
Like without combining it with the actual intro. It's like...
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, we're back! And hi. You haven't seen me yet, but you will see me in the future.
Yeah, I don't think that works like that. It's an attempt of something filming-wise. This video has taken a while to film, so we're both like, not quite there anymore.
Mushed in the head.
Which is fantastic as a thing to say on the beginning of the video.
Yes.
But anyway, we just wanted to show you the box with the things that we're like basically cooking from today.
Yeah.
So we had this subscription box before. It's called Chamsbox, and they basically sent you like, oh, by the way, Belle is joining me today.
Hi.
Felt like I should probably introduce her at one point.
I mean, you did. No, I did already, but
you didn't. Yeah, well,
it's later in the video.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that out because that's definitely not working in that way. That would be too random. And they usually come with a guide that tells you quite a bit about, you know, the country and like what's in there. And then it gives you some recipes. Because the point of this is like they send you some products that you can eat immediately. And then some products you can use as ingredients for bigger dishes. And while for the Spain one we just chose 2 things to cook, this time around, there were so many things in that magazine that we decided to make this a 2-parter. So this is going to be the first video on this box. There's going to be another one. And I'm not going to open much of this because most of the unboxing will happen the next time around. Yeah. But one thing we used, for example, is the... Oh God, what was it called?
Fleur d'orange?
Ah yeah, fleur d'oranger. Oh, which is like one. Basically, I guess, water made from the plant of oranges.
Who knows?
It's been used in like all of the dishes we made today, so...
It's quite important, I guess.
Yeah. Then we had couscous in here, which is now empty, as you can tell. But I wanted just to show it, so it's a proper introduction.
And it looks kind of fancy.
It does. And then ras el hanout, which... Or hanout? I'm not sure if I have to pronounce it French or Arabic. I have no idea.
At the end, it's just like hanout, because O-U-T.
I don't think so. But anyway, this is a spice mixture from Morocco, which is really nice, I think. We used it in everything, so either it's really nice or everything's gonna be weird. One of the two.
Yeah.
And everything else, this is weird to have that as an intro, because everything else we're gonna unbox next time around, actually. So yeah, anyway, there's gonna be a second part where we're gonna actually open the box, show you what else is in here. Also cook the rest of the dishes we decided to make, because we made 4 today, and that took a long while, as you will see in a second with all the cooking process, which took actual hours. So the other 3 we decided to make are gonna happen with the unboxing in the next video. It's likely that people who find this might watch them out of order, so I'm gonna explain that in the other video too. But anyway, without further ado, let's cut back to the kitchen. Alright, so here's the fancy Moroccan box we have. This video is definitely filmed out of order. So the issue with that is I have to kind of figure out which of the ingredients that they sent us we need. Because the thing with these cooking boxes is that they send you some of the local stuff, but most of the things for the dishes you have to buy yourself. So This is all the things we needed that we had to buy ourselves. But there's some few things in there. Ras el hanout, which is a spice that is here. The couscous. Okay, that is one fancy ass couscous package. We need fleur d'oranger, which I'm still, like flower of oranges, I still don't exactly know what that means. And here it calls it orange flower water. For some reason, like 3 times it's mentioned in French and then once in German. Fleur d'oranger. I'm just gonna leave it in this, because part of me for some reason believes it will fall down. And I don't want it. Okay. Alright, and with all of that being here, we'll probably start with preparation. It's gonna be a mess. We kinda have to figure out in which order to do what. Alright, so the first dish we decided to make is called Barba, which is basically a beetroot salad. So it's an appetizer. And that's definitely one of the quicker to prepare dishes. So what we need for that is 500 grams of beetroot, which this is a bit less than that, but you know. Could have also used fresh ones, but then you would have to cook it to later use it, and that would have added so many steps. I was like, no, we're gonna use pre-prepared ones. It also says in the recipe that you're fine with that. Then you use like 2 to 3 big spoons of like chopped onion. You also need... What is that in English?
Okay. Übersetze Petersilie.
How can I be of service?
Parsley.
Really? Okay.
Playing some music on Spotify.
You're just like my favorite song going round, round my head. Like my favorite song going.
What is that even? Hey Google! Shut up! Hey Google!
Shotgun with you.
Okay Google!
2 hearts in the fast lane. We have big dreams and blues. Playing straight down my.
Okay Google! So here we have parsley, which you need a few spoons of. Then you need lemon juice, but we got a lemon and a juicer. And then you need, you know, normal spices like salt. This one is Ukrainian. Cumin. And also pepper. And then we also need some ras el hanout, which is one of the things that was in the box. That's like, I don't even know, some Moroccan spice. The entire description is in French, and I understand some of it, but I'm not gonna sit here translating like 15 ingredients from French to English now, so just take it as it is. And then we also need some olive oil. And that's basically it, so let's start preparing that. Why is the avocado here?
I don't know. You gave it to me?
So, we need to chop the onion. This is already chopped. We need to choose this. And that's it.
Be a lemon. Okay. So let's chop some lemon and get the juice out of it. Oh, and hi guys, by the way. It seems kind of juicy. A lot bigger than the juicer, if you call it like that. But let's go ahead and try our best. I actually thought there would be more juice, like more fruit flesh. How do you call that?
Yeah.
Inside of here, but like the stuff, the white stuff is quite big. So I guess we will have to handle it. And the lemon is way bigger than my juicer. Damn, it smells so much like lemon. No wonder. And now we're gonna just cut the freaking onion and hope I don't cry my eyes out.
That's why I gave it to you, because I cannot handle.
Yeah, that's what I
onions.
figured just now.
Yeah, you wanna slice these really small. Like, they need to be diced.
Okay. And small is good because I am a person that likes to cut things very small. Don't let me murder you.
Alright, so everything's prepared, so now we can mix the salad. Which I'm gonna start with the first step. And I already got all the water out, so now I just have to... It definitely has a strong fragrance. But I'm also getting like the onions from there, so it's like very confusing to my brain. Okay, so you kinda just put everything else in. So 2 to 3 of the big spoons with onion. Two spoons of the parsley. It doesn't say if it's like heaped or like I really don't know what the terms are, but like there's, for example, German terms for like if you have just a flat spoon or like a mountain of the product on the spoon. I really don't know what the terms are, but it doesn't say which kind of spoon it is, so I'm like how much do you use of this? This is probably way too much, but it's too late now. 3 spoons of lemon juice. Cool, I made a mess. 2 spoons of olive oil. Oh, I like that sound. Alright, and last but not least, we have to put in all the spices. And it doesn't say how much. So I'm just gonna... And also some cumin. I like cumin. The saddest part to me is because I like cumin a lot. There's like people who can't eat cumin because it tastes like soap to them. There's like a certain like enzyme, like a certain gene you can have that makes you basically unable to eat cumin because it tastes like soap. That would be a sad life because like there's so many dishes in the world that need cumin, so it's like... I mean, sure, you can always replace it with something else, but it's never gonna be the real thing then. I just hate that for myself also. Why does this? Thank you. Ooh. Oh, that smells like something I'd like. There's leaves in there. What? There's leaves in there. Interesting. Alright, and now the fun part that I never did in my life. Just mixing the salad, and you would usually use a bowl for this and not the shit that I'm doing here. So excuse me for being a mess with this. Yeah, I think this is done. So what you do now is you put it into the fridge for an hour. It doesn't say anything if you have to cover it. I would probably cover it. Don't think so. Okay, so we're just gonna put this pot into the fridge and move on to the next dish. And, you know, next time you'll see this, we'll be eating it.
So, let's go with avocado, and as the ritual goes, let's get off the little sticker and place it somewhere in my face, just because. And, yeah, let's just cut it. Which usually doesn't take so long, which is cool. That's why I like avocado. And yeah, just go ahead, place it in here, right? Yeah. And you know, spoon, and then just go kind of right in here. And I figured that's like the easiest way to get all the juice, not the juice, the fruit out of the avocado.
Alright, so next on our plan is preparing the drink for, you know, everything we're eating, because you should have something to drink with it. And we decided to go with avocado milk, which, interestingly enough, seems to be pretty popular in Morocco, even though you would normally not link the country to avocados. It literally even says that in the guide that you would normally not expect it, but actually they're kind of grown there. So all you need there is the avocado, which they'll just, you know, sliced open and already put in here. Because I never had an avocado, so I wouldn't have known how to do it. Even though it's pretty simple, but you know. Then you need milk. 600 milliliters to be exact. You need sugar. We have brown sugar because a different dish needs brown sugar, and I also don't have normal sugar. I usually have sugar cubes. So I was like, I don't want to have 2 packets of sugar, so we're just gonna go with brown sugar here. I hope that doesn't make too much of a problem. Then you need
Almonds.
almonds. Why am I missing these words? Almonds. Dates. And last but not least, fleur d'oranger, which I'm still not exactly sure what that is.
And you also need electricity. Well, yeah.
No, that's a problem. That's a problem. That doesn't work. You can't put anything in there.
Really? Why not?
Yeah. Because there's no plug behind the plug.
What the frick?
There's just wall. I don't know who constructed this, but like the actual plugs in my kitchen, you cannot plug anything into it.
Great.
This kind of works.
Yeah, kind of.
What we should probably have done first is put the milk in, because we need 600 milliliters of milk, and now that the avocado's in, I can't really exactly tell how much of that is 600 milliliters of milk, so...
Oh, well...
It says, based on, like, the consistency you wanted to have. I don't know what consistency I wanted to have. I never made avocado milk. What are you asking me to do here, guide? Okay. Oh, that's better. I like sugar a lot, so there's gonna be quite a bit of sugar in here. Just gonna put 2 dates in because I'm not the biggest fan of dates. And then the fleur d'oranger.
May I smell? That's interesting. Kind of like perfume.
It definitely doesn't smell like oranges.
No.
Yeah, I think this should be fine now. So This is the avocado milk we made. Smells interesting. Maybe I put way too much of the fleur d'oranger in there, so maybe it just tastes like that. We'll see. Alright, next we have Mulhabia, which is our dessert. And it's basically, if I understand it correctly, a little bit like crème brûlée, but not really crème brûlée. It's like the Moroccan version of that. And it's apparently very popular in all of North Africa and the Middle East, so this seems to be a pretty popular dish, so I'm happy we are gonna make that. So the first step is basically just cooking milk in a pot, which is one thing I never did in my life, so that's gonna be fun. 800 milliliters of milk, and from now on I'm gonna give you the thing and you're gonna tell me each next step.
Perfect. Milk really easily overcooks, like not overcooks in ways of like being too hot, more in the ways of like flowing over.
That's gonna be fine.
Okay.
It's also lactose-free milk because I cannot have lactose. Okay, what would be the next step?
You would have to like lower the heat temperature and then just put in flour and sugar, like piece by piece, while stirring it.
How many grams now? 50 grams?
50 grams of flour.
We didn't have a scale, so we're kind of trying to guess how much 50 grams would be. Like, I don't know if I can overflour this, so...
Probably not.
And
if so, we can just add more milk.
So we need 80 grams sugar?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
60... 75... All of these weren't full spoons, so I'm gonna just go with a bit more, because I don't think any of these were full spoons. Oh wait, that's the wrong handful I had. When do I know I'm done? Is there any description of when I'm done with this?
Like when all the flour and sugar is in.
This actually smells really good. I'm also not sure how annoying the sound of this is, so I'm not sure how much of the audio I can use from this part of the video. Okay, so now I just... Do I leave it on the heat after it's dissolved, or do I just put it off?
You leave it on the heat.
For like, I think 10 minutes or something it was?
15.
Fleur d'oranger has a very, like, strong scent, honestly. But yeah, Belle has just been stirring this for like 15 minutes, more or less, so... So now I think we just have to wait 20 minutes for this to cool down.
I don't know. I don't have the recipe over there.
Oh no, you already put it into the like oven, whatever things, and then you let it cool down. It says like put it in a cold place, so I guess the fridge.
Probably.
So I hope 4 of these is enough actually, because I'm not sure. That's like a lot. But maybe I'm like underestimating how much space they have.
You could put the whisk whatever in the mug.
Yeah, I should. Oh, that smells so freaking good. There's barely anything in there yet, but still, it's like... Oh, I should probably put the stove out. We definitely made too much of this, so I'm kind of trying to figure out... Maybe I'm putting the rest in a mug and we're gonna use it like later again. Just to refill, because I have no idea what else to do with it.
Or we can drink it, or just like eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, you can probably just eat it like pudding without even baking it, to be honest. Alright, so it's time to garnish them. I'm just gonna garnish one on camera. I'm gonna do the same thing with all of them, just to showcase you what's supposed to be on top of it. So first of all, a bit of almond. Okay, next off is cinnamon. I love cinnamon, so things like that are usually very cinnamony when I make them. Alright, and last but not least, brown sugar. As far as I understand, for caramelization purposes in the oven. Because we're gonna put this in the oven in a second. Actually, not in a second. We're gonna put this in the fridge in a second, and it has to be cold for like 20 minutes before you can put it into the oven. It's finally time to cook the main dish, which is couscous of 7 vegetables, which according to this guide is also like pretty much the most famous dish in Morocco. So we're gonna try to do that and probably mess it up, but like, you know, we'll try. We're also probably not gonna film the entire process because it's already quite late. This is the last part we're filming and this is gonna take a couple hours. This is actually quite an intensive dish to do time-wise. Shouldn't have done it that late, but like, that's life. Anyway, I'm gonna start with making 2 of the vegetables, so the potatoes and the carrots, which are, surprisingly enough, apparently just cut in half, which sounds like very big bites of both. So I'm not gonna just cut them in half, but like, you know, I'm telling you that's what the recipe says. Alright, I'm done with skinning. Skinning, that's not how you call that. Is it?
Peeling? No.
Peeling? Maybe?
Peeling is like for citrus fruits, I think.
I don't know. I'm done like with the first step. I'm done shaving them. That sounds even worse.
Yes, it does.
I'm also not gonna I'm not gonna show much of this, but we're just gonna do this with the potatoes and carrots now, so yeah. Alright, so the first step is gonna be cooking the couscous. That's what we decided to do first anyway. For that I need 500 milliliters of water. Water. 1 teaspoon of salt. That's not a teaspoon. I think that in total is a teaspoon. 1 big spoon of butter. Butter and water is an interesting concept. I guess the butter dissolves, I don't know. It says like you gotta make the butter, water, salt, whatever thing cook. So we're gonna wait for that for a second. And meanwhile, the time is over for the Mulhabia to be cooled down. It's been in the fridge for like 20 minutes, so now we're gonna take it out. Well, actually, we're gonna start preheating the oven on 100 degrees, which is actually pretty low. From how I understand it, you're not really cooking it. You're cooking the water, then you're stirring the couscous in, and then you immediately take it off. And now we have our fancy... Oh, it's pre-cooked. That explains that.
All of it?
Yes.
Damn, that's a lot.
Okay, frankly, I'm confused. Because there's no water left. Oh, that smells interesting. I don't even know what that is.
I would take it off so it doesn't like get
Burned?
burned, yeah, to the ground.
500 milliliter water, 500 gram couscous. I guess that's it?
I guess
Is
so.
that how you make pre-cooked couscous? Well, we're gonna see. Either it's gonna be completely fine, or it's gonna be just ugh. Put it aside until the water's absorbed. There's no water. The water's gone. Oh, also olive oil apparently. And it says you should not be sparingly with it because there's no meat, so it needs a lot of fat or something. Okay, that was a lot. That wasn't a lot, then I don't know how much is a lot. Also good call to take it off. I think it was already starting to get burned on the... That's one step done, I guess. Okay. That was easier than expected. Alright, let's get back to the rest.
So I have never cut a pumpkin before. I only watched some videos on how to do this, so let's try. Yeah, first, probably like, I don't know, getting off the top, which I don't know how to do this. That can take a while. It's definitely juicy. That's a good thing. So I'm supposed to cut this like open and then like 2 long strips out of the pumpkin. Yo. Woohoo! Okay. So now just taking out the seeds as I've seen in videos. Now to the tricky part of not cutting myself. Ooh.
That was a crack.
Yeah, quite surprising. So I have managed to open this while actually doing a little mistake because I cut off the wrong part of it, seemingly, but whatever. I said I have never done this. Yeah, and I have managed to cut out like little slices, which are way bigger than the slices that we have of the potato and the carrots. So I'm going to like cut it in half, and that's basically it for the pumpkin. And then afterwards I'm gonna cut the cabbage. And the thing is, since I don't know how to cut it properly so that it fits our needs, I just think it's best if I just take off the leaves and then cut the leaves like in a bunch. I don't know what size yet, but we will see.
Yeah. Okay, now it's finally time to cook the last dish, which consists of several steps, so that's fun. I mean, the couscous is already done, it's up here. So that's one step less that we gotta do. We also had to be very creative with like, you know, what to put, where to put things in, because I just basically have nothing to store the amount of food we got. So that's great. I have a lot of glasses. I think next time we really used like all the glasses I have because I have empty glasses. Different story for a different time. So I'm gonna start with doing the broth, which basically starts with... The way this is written is incredibly confusing. Hold on. Alright, let's go. Let's start making this. This is gonna be an absolute mess. I already know that. But I'm gonna try my best. So first, this is a liter of water. Good. Wait, the water and the olive oil are the same. Was this stupid?
I think so.
Fuck.
Yeah. So we just need the olive oil.
First of all, 4 big spoons.
Tablespoon!
Oh my god!
That took a whole video. Oh my god.
Half a tablespoon salt. That's not quite half, but like almost. A little bit more. Yeah, that should be fine. Garlic and
Ginger.
ginger, yeah. 1 diced onion. Now these are 3, so I'm just gonna guess how much of this is 1.
Yeah, should be.
Half of a tablespoon of pepper. Honestly, I'm just gonna pepper a bit into it.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. A teaspoon of ras el hanout, a bit of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of cumin. Do you want some of a bit of cinnamon? Still like the smell of the ras el hanout. Hanu, I don't know how to pronounce things, I don't know what it is. That's, I think, everything. Isn't it?
Yeah, I feel so. And then it just has to...
Yeah, you have to start
Oh,
doing
really?
this.
Frying it a little.
I'm also gonna use that time to put a Mulhabia into the oven.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how nice it looks like.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
It doesn't smell as good right now because it smells like the beetroot.
Whoops.
Okay, this is kind of scaring me. Careful. Careful, this weighs a lot.
You can do it.
Oh.
One corner is in, one corner is not.
What?
Oh god, the smell is amazing.
Even though barely anything is in here. Okay, now it's tomato. Which tomato? The chopped ones?
The
Yeah.
one.
All of it?
I think so. Yes. 2 tomatoes. And the
Chickpeas.
yes.
Probably without the chickpea water.
I think it said with. It can be with.
Okay, then I do it with.
Because the water is gonna be added anyways afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, this helped because I was scared that it's gonna get burnt, but like the tomato helped. You've gotta open this. Oh no, I think it's without the water.
Oh, okay. Kinda works.
And I think now it's time for the water. I'm not sure if I'm doing these steps too fast, but like...
I think that's right. Just put it in.
I do not trust myself with this amount of water. Okay, so while this is cooking, we're gonna start the second part of the dish. Which I already forgot what it's called, but it's some weird word that I've never heard in my life before.
Pavla. Nee, tfala.
Tfiala. Tfaya.
Fire.
Tfaya. I don't know. So, what we have for that is, first of all, the 2 other onions. Okay, 1 tablespoon of butter. 1 tablespoon of honey. I don't have tablespoons anymore, so I'm just gonna use multiple teaspoons. Like that. I like honey anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, Yes.
My mind not wandering dark places. Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, in vegetables, potatoes and carrots. We don't have zucchini, which usually is part of this, but I think the pumpkin also goes in now. Where do the quartered tomatoes go to? Oh, also now. Oh yeah, everything except the white cabbage goes in now. And usually the zucchini would go in even later, but we don't have the zucchini. Those are so huge parts of like pumpkin. I'm gonna be curious how we're gonna eat them.
Well, I mean, it's at long strips, so it's long strips.
Maybe it dissolves. I don't know how pumpkin reacts.
I think it just becomes like
Mush.
yeah, not mush, but like more like softer, so you can like chew it easily.
Okay, so this is like basically our stew, which basically looks like a soup. Some parts of it don't really make sense at all, but like mostly this looks like a soup. Or like just a stew, I don't know. Okay, what else do I need for the fire? We have onions, we have the butter, we have honey. Now I need pepper, cinnamon, and... fuck. I just realized that the ginger is supposed to be in here, not in there.
Whoopsie.
It's all gonna go together, it should be fine. Oh no, both? Fuck. Both need ginger.
Ah, well, too late.
We're gonna be fine. I hope.
Yeah, probably.
So, pepper, cinnamon, and then I can start cooking it. This is one hell of a... I don't know what it is.
Whoops!
What do we do now?
I guess try to take out the pepper.
I need your help for that. Put the camera down for a second, please.
Okay, filming again.
Alright, so the pepper problem has been slightly fixed. There's definitely less pepper in here now. Also, we already put the white cabbage in the meantime in here. So, kind of missing that step. What we also need to still add is cinnamon, salt, and yeah, das Fleur d'Oranger doesn't come in yet. So. Anyway, there is peppercorns on my floor. We are making this completely wrong, so that's explaining that. Because first of all, you would have to use a pot and cover the pot. Two things we can't do because we don't have a free pot.
Yeah.
That's already great. But apparently you're waiting until the raisins and the onions are soft, which we don't have the raisins, so that could already be an issue. And the rest is gonna become a thick syrup. Syrup? It's not a word, I don't know.
Syrup? Yes, it's a word.
I think this is also the part where you start adding some of the herbs, just not all of them, whatever that means. And I don't think they have even given you like an instruction on how much you use.
Not really, I think.
No, it just says a lot. And half of a lot, you're gonna put it now, and half of a lot later. What does that mean? Parsley? Parsley.
Literally, I always thought parsley in like the Christmas song, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I always thought parsley is like something really cool, you know, something different than parsley actually is.
And here we have coriander, which... Ooh, it becomes something.
It comes a thing.
You see all the pepper in here, it's really bad. There's so much pepper in there.
Yeah, one can see the pepper. By the way, what is happening to the other onions?
Shit, where are they supposed to go? Oh, they were supposed to be part of the veggie. No!
Well, whatever.
Frankly, literally nothing is gonna happen for like, probably like 30 minutes now. So we're gonna stop filming and gonna start cleaning up here. And you'll hear back from us either when we get stuff out of the oven, we might film that, or when we just go to eat it. Probably actually that, because we filmed like way too much today anyway. Alright, so the last few steps of the cooking process we didn't really film because we were way too tired to do so. Which also was adding water to the tiafa. I don't think we have that on camera.
No.
Because we kind of realized we forgot the water, which was the biggest issue with it, besides the pepper that was in it.
Oh yeah, you will see the pepper probably in the dish.
Yeah, but like generally, oh yeah, there's literally just bowls of pepper on the dish now. But otherwise I think we kind of did what the tiafa was supposed to do. Not properly, but like close-ish.
Like for people who have never tried to do that and that have never like tried any cooking from Moroccan dishes or anything and didn't have like the raisins, I think we did quite good.
I also think I said the wrong thing again. I called it tiafa, but it's fire.
Yeah. I mean, it's fire.
Tiafa is easier to say.
Yeah, for us at least. But fire is like the TF is hard to do.
So let's start with the Barba, so the beetroot salad.
Yeah.
It looks very dark, even if you like hold it like that, but it's like very deep red.
Yeah, I mean...
Deeper red than my hair.
No, the side actually fits.
I feel like it could have used more spices. Because it definitely tastes just more of the beetroot natural taste.
Yeah, I think actually the spices I taste, but like a little bit more onions.
Maybe.
Could have been.
But it's nice. I kind of just, I wouldn't eat this blank. I would kind of eat it on like a meatball sandwich or something.
Yeah.
Which is a very Swedish thing to do. So like I shouldn't say that here necessarily, but like it just feels like that would go better for me personally. Like for me this is just too much beetroot. I rather like beetroot as a side flavor to something in comparison to just having full beetroot.
Well, since my mom often does like a beetroot salad, but like a German version of it, I just like this. But it's like so different, so unknown to me that I just have to get used to the spices a little.
Also the herbs, because you taste the herbs a lot. And they're like very much onion, some of them. But yeah, that's a nice thing. I enjoy that.
And after almost 6 hours of filming...
It wasn't that long. Was it?
Like from 4.
Yeah, I don't know when we started filming. It was a long time.
Yeah. For like the long time that we've been filming, this is just good.
Alright. Second is the main dish, which actually this looks freaking fancy in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
I think there's probably a lot of things we did wrong with it, but it does look good regardless.
But what also has to add that like there are 3 things that you have to do to make this dish. So there are a lot of chances to make something wrong.
My biggest worry is like the couscous itself. Like I feel like that just seemed a bit dry, but I could be wrong there.
I think we might have like
oh, the flavor's really nice.
the broth should have been a little bit more fluid.
Maybe. It's very different flavor-wise from like European cuisine, but wow. This is really nice.
I could see myself doing this like for myself more often. Mm-hmm.
Even with the time it takes?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. That says a lot.
You just have to prepare the like cutting things
Yeah.
first and then good. I could have used a little bit more of the broth, I think, just because of a lot of couscous. But it's good.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm a little confused about, because, like, there wasn't, like, much broth left over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. I just ate one of the peppers. Mmm. Oh, that's spicy.
So you can might be able to see, like I have already 4 pepper pieces. Okay, no, they fell down. But you might have seen it. And that's like quite a lot for a dish like this, I guess. But so far I like it. I haven't had any of the pepper.
If you get over the pepper, it's really good.
But the pepper is our mistake. Don't think the pepper is like supposed to be like this in the dish. No, it's just us.
I also love the consistency of everything in here. Like, it's a very, very good, not mushy, but also not, like, you know, hard to bite consistency.
Yeah. And like the couscous also adds to it in a complementing way.
This is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's probably a really healthy dish if you think about it. Like, there's so much vegetables and herbs in here.
And even though we put a lot of oil in it, I feel like we did, I don't see any oil. So I guess we did a good job.
It doesn't feel oily to eat this at all. Next on, of course, we have the drink, which is avocado milk, as you already know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It smells very cool in a way. Wow.
This is not avocado flavor though, is it? What am I tasting?
It is that and
Fleur d'oranger?
yeah.
I don't think I like fleur d'oranger.
I like the combination. I think I could even use a little bit more of the dates. But it's good.
I think I would describe this as being earthy. Like, I think this is exactly what earthy is.
Yes, but also kind of fresh. Because of the fleur d'oranger.
Yeah, d'oranger.
And like somehow it just gives me the feeling of like, I don't know, home or something. Like,
that's nice.
yeah. I like it. Could do that more often, but I don't have the fleur d'oranger.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this again, but like, I'm not a big fan of avocado, so that probably explains that from the get-go anyway. Alright, and for the dessert, this is really hard to show.
Yeah, I should have added more sugar.
Maybe then it would have more of a crust and wouldn't flow out. What's the name of that? Mulhabia.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is definitely... I feel like this could have stayed in the oven longer, but we were kind of afraid about it burning, so we took it out after a while.
Yeah. But I like it.
I mean, there is a caramelized top on it.
Like, I like the way it looks. And the flavor, oh yes.
Yeah. Big yes.
Again, you can really taste the fleur d'oranger thing. The drinky thing. What's it called? Fleur d'oranger.
Fleur d'oranger.
I can't pronounce that. I am sorry.
This is definitely a good way to finish this. Because
Oh yes. This
really
is
nice.
a perfect way to finish the video, basically.
If like fleur d'oranger would be something to be able to be bought here, I would definitely make this more often. Because this would be a really cool thing to have here for your guests. It's so easy to make, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. easy, quick, and just looks good.
Tastes good.
You can add like a little, I don't know, like little fruits on it, seasonal fruits.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
On top of it for like decoration. And that would
for
be
your
like
purposes.
perfect. Like perfect for having guests over or something.
And like, the funny part is like we used obviously lactose-free milk, but I'm lactose intolerant, and it feels like one of those things I shouldn't be eating. And when they're in restaurants, they're always with lactose. So like, I'm so happy to be able to eat this without having to worry about the after effects of eating this.
Yeah. So just bring yourself something like that every single time you go to a restaurant.
Yeah, I'm just coming with one.
Yes.
This is my dessert, don't question it.
Until you are able to provide me with lactose free
Free
stuff,
options, yeah.
I am taking this.
But yeah, we've been filming from like 3-4-ish p.m. to 11 p.m. So this video definitely took way longer than we expected it to take.
Oh yeah.
But it was absolutely worth it. Like, the food we had, awesome. And like a fully new world from everything I made before for my channel, in my opinion. Like, nothing I did so far is comparable from the flavor worlds.
I can say that about like your stuff that you have done, but for my taste buds, this is different. Like, it's weird in a way because it kind of seems like I have tasted something similar already, but in a complete different way.
Yeah.
Like the Maraba,
Mulhabia.
Mulhabia. It's just like the Crème Brûlée, and it's just a different.
Yeah, it just tastes different, but it's still similar.
Similar, but different.
Yeah.
So,
It's easy for your brain to link it to something, you know. And yet it's amazing that way as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed us What?
I hope you enjoyed watching us.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching us cooking some Moroccan dishes. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, or travel vlogs, travel dogs, hauls, unboxings, beauty stuff, urban exploring, social commentary, story times, subscription boxes, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point anymore. I would just advise you to go check out the rest of my channel, see if there's more content you'd enjoy, and if there is, maybe subscribe and stay up to date with everything I'm gonna post in the future. Until then, hopefully see you next time. Bye!
Bye bye!
Okay.